Good morning, guys. I'm here to study. I'm here to learn everything of the phrasal verb. So, what's the meaning of the phrasal verb at all? The number one of my studying. Okay, the number one phrasal verb. What's the meaning of phrasal verb? So, number two, let me talk about what the kinds of phrasal verb at all. So let me start, okay, and I hope to make everyone so better in this phrasal verb as in the in everything around them. So today, let me start the first one. Okay, what's the meaning of phrasal verb? Phrasal verb will consist of the verb plus preposition, like in, on, at, over, out, about, all of these preposition. I can make connection with the phrase with the verb to make further verb. I can use verb plus preposition, and can also use the phrase of the verb plus someone or something, and after that the preposition, whatever, anything, no problem. So let me start. The first kind of phrasal verb problems, whatever, we can solve it, we can deal with it, we can run away from these problems. So today let me start about the first one problem. So the first phrasal verb, talk something over. If you talk something over, which means you discuss something especially in order to agree something or decide something to do with that. So I need to talk things over with you. I need to decide something to do. Okay, I need to talk our problems over right now, like that. So the first one, talk something over. Let me talk about the second one, sort somebody out. When you deal with your own problems and solve it successfully, which means when you deal with your problems or with someone who have a lot of problems about something, I can use this phrasal verb. I will sort everything out for you before you get home. Okay. The second sentence in my mind, we need to get together and sort ourselves out. Okay. You can put any phrasal verb that I'm talking about it in any sentences. Okay, and everyone, and please, I want from everyone to put every phrasal verb in sentences. Okay, and comment and comment all of that with the comments below. Okay, so I want from everyone to see if you understand what I'm talking about it or not. Okay, I'm gonna help everyone here to be the number one and the phrasal verb as well. So, okay, for 12 lessons, I'm gonna talk about all of the phrasal verbs of all of the fields. By the way, so let me move to the next point. Total out of doing something. Okay, so when you. Just a second. Okay, so bottle out of doing something, which means I decide to do something, but for the last time, for the last moment, I left it. I leave it for any reason, whatever. I decided not to do something, especially for the last minute for the last moment that I decided already. Let me take an example for that to be clear with you. I was going to sing at karaoke contest, but I bottled out at the last minute, like that. Okay, which means you decide something and you decide something in opposite of it at the last minute. Okay, so let me transfer and move it to the next point. Let somebody out. You let somebody out, you make them stop feeling that they have to do something. Okay, you understand? So let me take an example for that. For instance, I found someone to do this job, so that lets you out. Sorry about it. Okay. Second one, they hired someone new, so that lets me out. Lets me out. Okay, which means when we hire some employees in specific positions in the company, we can make it all of them out of it, because no place is available, no position, no longer position, no longer available for all of these positions like that. Okay, this another one, call for something. Call for something. This means you need something. You need something to do. Okay, so these situations calls for immediate action. Since you have been promoted, this calls for celebration. Calls for celebrations, which means you need something to do like that. So the next one, deal with something. Deal with something. If you deal with something, if you deal with something, which means you solve the problems. You solve a problems anyway. You solve a problem. So have you dealt with your problems yet? My sister is very good at dealing with pressure, which means she solves any problems. Okay. The second one, another one, face up to something. If you face up to something, you accept and deal with something unpleasant or difficult. I gotta face up to the fact that we are never getting back together again. You need to face up to your responsibilities, which means you need to accept or deal with these problems, whatever difficult or unpleasant. Anyway, okay, so see about something. Okay, so see about something. Okay, if you see about something, which means you deal with something, which means, okay, let me take an example for that. I will have to see about getting a new car. We will see about that. I will see about whether I can join you or not. I don't arrange my ideas about it. Okay, so let me transfer to the next point, lay in. If something lay in somewhere, it means that found somewhere, which means the problems lays in your lives. The solutions lays somewhere. You must need to find it. Okay, so the next one, come up with something, which means if you come up with something, or if you come up with an idea to think of something that could solve a problem. She came up with a new idea for her shop. I can't come up with anything that would make sense. Narrow something down to something. If you narrow something down, you reduce the number of possibilities. We have to narrow down the list of four options. You need to narrow down the possibilities. Okay, today that's my further verb about the problems at all. The next time we're gonna talk about the further verb of driving. The driving, everything with of the driving, every further verb that you need to use it within driving anymore. So that's my end to my the first lesson to you. I hope to be good in that. I hope to be the best in the English of the further verb. Okay, so see you later and goodbye.